What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to talk to you about floating aquarium plants. This is my top 5. They're all pretty easy. There's a few that are kind of picky about certain things, but let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, first is dwarf water lettuce. This one was grown in low light. As you can see, it's kind of small. This one was grown in highlight, and that's actually a baby off of this one right here. And look at the roots on that thing. Look at that. It's a great plant. Not much will kill it. The only thing I can think of is that would kill it would be it doesn't like drying out. It doesn't like being pushed under the water. Couple of names for this is water cabbage, Nile cabbage, as in like Nile River is where it comes from. The scientific name is Pista stratiotes. Anyway, pistos is they believe that name is from Greek meaning water, pistos. All right, and the next plant. This one's a little more picky. It's redwood floaters. As you can see, the roots are kind of red. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but they got these little white flowers. Right there. Focus. See the little white flower? Alright, and this is Phyllanthus flutans. It's from Central and South America in the river basin. It really likes iron and nitrogen. It does not like getting its leaves wet. If it gets pushed under the water, that part will probably die and it'll grow new. Shipping them to other people a lot of times is a problem. It can be a pain in the butt, as sometimes wet paper towel works better. It just really depends on the time of year when you're shipping them. So this one's a little harder, and it likes a lot of light. Otherwise it'll stay green and just not do very well. All right, and the next one. I'm going to talk about this guy right here. Duckweed. It's either you hate it or you love it. And sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. A lot of my aquariums, I run really high stock levels, or I feed it to goldfish. But anyway, it helps remove all the excess nutrients out of the water. Less water changes for me, and it's awesome. But it finds its way into every aquarium that I have, one way or another, whether it's on my arm or it dries up on a net. Even dead pieces seem to come back to life. At least they do for me. Alright. It's Limina minor. It's a very simple plant. It doesn't have any stems. It's just leaves with roots. Native to most of the world. I'm sure it's from birds introducing it or some other thing. There's a few other species, but this is the most common one that I'm aware of anyway. It can split every 16 hours. So pretty much every day, one leaf can turn into another one. And so those two split again. So in a real short amount of time, you could have so many plants. If I don't pull this out of one of my aquariums every day, within a week, it's like an inch thick on the surface. So it's pretty crazy. Alright, the next one I want to talk about is actually in the water. It's not a true floating plant like the rest of these, but it doesn't root, and I grow it floating. Alright, and I'm sure a lot of you recognize it. It's hornwort. Another few names for it are coontail. I've heard people call it tropical hornwort. I don't know. The cool thing about it is most fish won't eat it. My angelfish for some reason, like the taste of it. And goldfish, they pretty much eat everything. But a lot of my cichlids and stuff leave it alone. So it's a pretty good plant to have. It's another one that's real great for like fry, for like mollies or platies. They keep it from getting eaten by their parents. It's great for that. It grows really, really fast. And it's pretty much found worldwide. It's free floating. So it doesn't root. You can plant it as a stem. You just push part of it down in the gravel. And it'll grow to the top. Probably rot off and start floating again anyway. Anyway, it's a really great plant. And I'd probably never do without it again. Alright, this is the hardest one of the group. Or at least it has been for me. It's quite picky. It gets mad and just melts away. Amazon frog bit. For me, it's been, it's the hardest one, in my opinion. You change something in the tank, it'll melt. If the pH changes or you do a big water change. But in some aquariums it does really well, in some other ones it just doesn't ever work. Even if I had the same lighting, you could set up 2 tanks the same. It would be awesome in one tank, and it might possibly be crappy in the other one. The roots get really long if you let them. This tank has a lot of flow that I got these out of, so they don't get as long. So none of these floating plants really like current that much. Alright, a few common names for it are Amazon smooth frog bit. Well, obviously frog bit, Amazon frog bit. Alright, and lemon obium is the scientific name. It's hard to pronounce, sorry. Linnnobium. Anyway, it's from Central and South America, as the name suggests, from the Amazon River basin. Another name for it is West Indian sponge plant. And South American sponge plant. The way I get it to grow, it seems to like slightly cooler water too. Not cold water, like goldfish water, but like low 70s. If I put it in an 80-degree water tank, it just wastes away. Actually, a lot of plants do that, but it's just, I don't know. It's very picky about its lighting and everything else. I mean, I've seen low light, simple aquarium lights that you get with the aquarium. It'll grow them. And you can put it in a high light setup and and they break very easily. You can see I broke that leaf there, flopping it around. Anyway, that's all I got today. It's my top 5 favorite floating aquarium plants. And I'll make some more videos soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.